Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, then hi, my name is Miss Paris and I'm a newly qualified primary school teacher here in the UK. Today I wanted to talk to you about the financial side of a PGCE. Of course you can have salaried routes, which means you do get a wage. However, with primary trainees you might not receive any kind of bursary, and with secondary school trainees you might receive a bursary. However, it may not cover all your expenses. So I just wanted to go through some tips about how to manage financially in your PGCE year. However, I do just want to do a disclaimer to say that I am not qualified in anything financially and I don't want you to take this information as set in stone. It may not apply to everyone, but if there's even one tip that works for you, then it was worth making this video. I will leave any suitable links down below so that you can take a look and see if any of the information is applicable to you. So the first thing I would say to do is create a budget. So a budget is basically a plan on how you will spend your money, and it's easy to just go, I will save for this, I will save for that, but actually it's important to make note of all your expenses. So expenses are anything from a phone bill to a mortgage if that applies to you, to any other bills, rent, all that kind of stuff. So you need to make a note of all of those things and then make a note of the money coming in. So if you are getting a maintenance loan, or you have a kind of side weekend job, or you might have money from babysitting, whatever it is, make a note of that as well. And then you can allocate the money coming in to your expenses. So obviously to make sure all your expenses, the compulsory ones, are covered, and then at the end you can say, okay, I'm going to put this much money towards my food bill every week, and maybe if I allocate my money this way I can have enough spending money to go on 2 nights out, or I can go out for a night in a restaurant, or whatever your kind of luxury item is, even if it's a little stationery haul. By creating a budget, it means that you ensure that there are no surprises, and also it means that if you have any emergency costs, such as needing to change the tyres on a car, or you might have received a parking fine, then you have some money allocated towards that. I would call that an emergency fund, and that's really important to put in your budget as well. As part of this budget, make sure you are aware of all the different types of financial help you can receive. So check how much you are allowed for a maintenance loan if that's something you're interested in applying for. If you have children, check if you are eligible for a childcare grant. I believe there is one that helps if you're a full-time student. There's one that can help with childcare. I think there's a few others. That's not my position personally, so I don't know that by heart, but I will leave links in the description below so that you can check it out yourself. Of course, if you're a secondary trainee, check if there are bursaries available, make sure you apply for those, and also keep track of any money coming in, whether that be with a little side hustle, which I will talk about in a moment, or whether it is with a weekend job. The second tip, and this seems kind of self-explanatory, but sometimes it's easy to forget in the moment and in the world of impulse buying, but don't make any unnecessary purchases. Sometimes when we see a deal, and I am a major culprit for this, when I see a deal I kind of think, oh, I might never see that again, and I kind of buy it. But if you have allocated a little amount to allowing yourself to go shopping, make sure you don't go over this. But also don't be pressurized by the world of teaching Instagram or normal Instagram into buying things that you really don't need. If you have all the stationery, if you have notebooks, if you have pens, don't go out and buy more, because all these little pounds here and there across an entire year will add up. Make sure you save money where you can, and if that means not spending anything at all, that's the best way to save money. My third tip is to meal plan where possible. Now, I started to get quite good at this at the beginning, and then afterwards with the workload I kind of dropped off, and we ended up spending unnecessarily on food because I would make multiple trips, and on every single trip, rather than just buying the ingredients I needed, you would end up buying little extras or snacks, or yeah, it just gets out of control. This is particularly good if you have a family, because then you know you can arrive from school, you know exactly what you're going to make, you have all the ingredients ready. If you're super organized, you could even bulk meal prep maybe on the Sunday, so that you just have to take the meals already out of the freezer and just heat them up. That would be a massive time saver as well. But in doing meal prep, it means that you buy exactly what you need, and you also avoid food waste, so it's actually good for the environment as well. My fourth tip is to look for discounts where possible. There are discount sites which you can access with your university email. Even myself as a partnership student, I still had a university email which I used to sign up to websites such as UniDays, which give you discount codes off loads of websites, both online and in store. Other ways that you can get discounts is by finding sales representative for certain companies. So for example, I know with Paperchase, a lot of teachers are sales representatives for them, and they often have a 30% discount code that you can use towards purchases, and that will save you money. Alternatively, only have a look at things in the sales and production aisles. If you know you need some stationery, restrict yourself to only going in that sales aisle, and if you find something brilliant, if you don't, then make sure, be strict with yourself and just walk out empty-handed because you didn't find something that fit your budget. Linked to discounts is also just buying things secondhand. If you want to fill your classroom library, be as an NQT or even as a trainee, because you want to encourage reading for pleasure, take a look at this video of how to save money on books, because this can apply to anything really. Have a look on eBay, have a look at Amazon, Facebook Marketplace, all those kind of things. Okay, I have 2 more tips for you. The last one has a really useful link that honestly I sometimes make £5 a day from. So make sure to stick to the end, and I will leave a link below so that you could possibly check out this money making way as well. So my next tip is in regards to cashback. So some people might have heard of cashback related to debit cards or credit cards. I personally don't have a credit card, so I'm going to wipe that option out because I don't know anything about it. But cashback, there are websites such as Top Cashback and Quidco, which when you make a purchase through their website, it means that you can get a proportion of the money back. I go on the Top Cashback website, and this applies for Quidco as well. This store might not actually be affiliated, I didn't know by heart, but let's say I go to New Look, I search New Look in the Top Cashback website, I press on New Look, and then the New Look website will just come up as normal. I just do my purchase, add to basket, buy it, and then if you close the tab, you will notice that it says Top Cashback has registered your visit. And that means that after a while, when the return period has ended, Top Cashback will realise that you still haven't returned the items, you paid for them, and so they will get a portion of money from New Look, and then they will give a portion of the money to you. So Top Cashback and Quidco are both really good websites for this. Their offers do vary, and sometimes they might be working with a company, they might not. I know Amazon since lockdown has been very on and off, but that's kind of to be expected. But it's always worth checking these out. It literally is just one extra step, and then you could get a portion of the money back. My last tip is ways to make money. Now, although our workload is hefty, there are ways that you could make money here and there. For example, if you make some resources that you are really proud of, there are no copyright issues regarding fonts or images or anything like that, then you could put it on a test store and you could charge some money for it. I've seen this a lot with display boards, with tray labels. I've seen it with medium-term plans, really nice looking PowerPoints, that kind of thing. You could also put those resources on Teachers Pay Teachers. That's another really good website that is used by both English and American teachers. Alternatively, from the other side, if you are looking for resources, then you can search on both those websites, and if you put the filter from low to high, you will see all the free resources first. Another thing you could do as a teacher is to sell things. There are so many different things out there. Try and get rid of some things you don't need. Another thing you could do is private tutoring, be face-to-face or online. There are loads of websites out there that you can sign up to, and this is something you could do during the weekend. It would also give you experience maybe teaching different age children or practice planning a sequence of lessons. I don't know how much the average is for online tutoring, it really does vary, and some websites might take a commission off, so make sure to bear that in mind when you are deciding on how much to charge. The last thing I would recommend, and obviously there are lots of other ways to make money, but another thing that I found really good and really beneficial for me is the website Prolific. Now this is a survey website, and trust me, I was a money blogger for 4 years. I joined so many of these websites to try and earn some money. This is the only survey website I really get on with, and over the whole of August I have withdrawn over £25 already. You can cash out as soon as £5, and the survey varies in prices. You can get surveys that are 10p at a time for a minute of your time, or you can get ones that take 65 minutes and they pay you £10. It really does depend. It's really easy to withdraw the money as well, and if it's around £5 something, then you receive it instantly, like within the hour. It's so amazing, and I wouldn't recommend this unless it really worked for me, because trust me, my inbox is full of emails from survey companies that I keep getting screened out of, and I never managed to get to the boundary to withdraw. It's a nightmare. But I hope some of these tips were useful for you. I will leave all the websites down below. If I miss any, please let me know, because I feel like I have mentioned quite a few today. If this video was useful for you, please give it a thumbs up, because it helps YouTube suggest it to other trainees, and make sure you subscribe and hit the bell, because I post loads of teaching tips and teaching advice. I would just love to have you as a viewer. So I hope to see you soon, and until then, bye!